Welcome to today's video. If you've ever felt like people aren't treating you with the respect you deserve, or that they seem to look down on you, it might not just be in your head. The truth is, certain behaviors can unconsciously signal to others that you lack self-respect or dignity, causing them to devalue you without even realizing it. In today's video, we're diving deep into 7 frightful habits that instantly make people look down on you. These habits can erode the way others perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Drawing from Stoic philosophy, we'll explore why these behaviors are detrimental and how you can overcome them to regain respect, both from others and within. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches virtue and wisdom as the key to a fulfilling life, offers valuable lessons on how to manage our behaviors and emotional reactions. According to Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus and Seneca, true strength comes from controlling what's within our power, our actions, thoughts and emotions. When we fall prey to these bad habits, we not only lose the respect of others, but also compromise our inner strength. So let's examine the 7 habits that undermine your standing and discuss how to adopt Stoic principles to build a strong, dignified, and respected presence. Habit 1. Complaining and blaming others. The first habit that instantly makes people lose respect for you is complaining and blaming others for your problems. It's easy to get caught up in this, especially when life throws challenges your way. However, Stoicism teaches that the world is full of things outside your control, and spending energy blaming others is not only unproductive, it weakens your character in the eyes of those around you. Why complaining is detrimental? When you complain constantly, you signal to others that you lack control over your life. It suggests that you're powerless and that the circumstances of life are dictating your happiness. People respect those who take ownership of their situation, even if it's difficult. Stoicism emphasizes that the one thing you always have control over is your mindset. Complaining gives away that control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By focusing on what you can control, your reactions and responses, you maintain your dignity. When you stop complaining and start owning your situation, people will begin to respect you more because they see you as responsible and proactive. Blame and the victim mentality. Blaming others goes hand in hand with complaining. Whether it's blaming your family, friends, or colleagues, this habit reflects an unwillingness to take responsibility. In Stoic philosophy, responsibility is key. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If you adopt a victim mentality and deflect responsibility, others will see you as weak and unworthy of respect. The Stoic approach is about recognizing that life will present challenges, but the focus should always be on how you respond. Blaming others takes away your power. Owning your actions and learning from setbacks builds strength, which others will respect. Overcoming this habit. To overcome the habit of complaining and blaming, you can apply Stoic exercises such as negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenarios so you can mentally prepare for them. This builds resilience and helps you accept that life's challenges are inevitable. By anticipating difficulties, you'll be less likely to complain and blame others when things go wrong, and instead, you'll handle situations with grace and responsibility. Habit 2. Being overly apologetic. The second habit that makes people look down on you is apologizing too much. While it's important to take responsibility for mistakes, over-apologizing signals a lack of self-worth. It implies that you see yourself as inferior and that you're constantly seeking approval or permission from others. The Stoic view on apologies. In Stoicism, actions speak louder than words. Constantly apologizing for things that don't require an apology, such as your opinions, presence, or minor inconveniences, shows that you're uncomfortable in your own skin. When you apologize excessively, you're essentially telling others that you don't value yourself. According to Seneca, a man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is. Apologizing too much is a reflection of insecurity, and people respect those who own their space and ideas without constantly seeking validation. Confidence versus over-apologizing. People tend to respect confidence and assertiveness. Apologizing only when it's truly necessary shows that you value your own perspective and aren't afraid of standing by it. On the other hand, those who apologize excessively seem uncertain and lack conviction, making others see them as easy to dismiss. Stoic solutions. To break the habit of over-apologizing, try practicing self-affirmation. Remind yourself daily that your thoughts, actions, and presence are valid. In social interactions, pause before apologizing to ask yourself whether an apology is truly necessary or whether you're simply feeling insecure. By cultivating inner confidence, you will carry yourself in a way that commands respect, rather than seeking it through excessive apologies. Habit 3. Seeking constant validation. The third habit that damages your reputation is seeking constant validation. When you're always looking for approval or praise from others, it shows a lack of confidence in your own decisions and worth. Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of self-reliance and inner strength. The problem with seeking approval. According to Epictetus, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Constantly seeking validation from others puts your sense of worth in their hands, which is outside your control. This behavior not only weakens your self-esteem, but also makes people see you as dependent and needy. People respect those who are self-assured and act based on their own principles rather than constantly seeking affirmation from others. When you're always looking for external validation, you're sending a message that your self-worth is fragile and dependent on others' opinions. Building inner confidence. To stop seeking validation, Stoicism suggests practicing self-reflection and focusing on your own values. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to live in agreement with nature, which means being true to yourself and your own principles. When you act in alignment with your values, you don't need external validation because your sense of worth comes from within. Begin cultivating inner confidence by journaling about your actions and whether they align with your principles. This practice will help you build trust in your own decisions and stop relying on others for approval. Habit 4. Gossiping and speaking ill of others. Another habit that instantly makes people look down on you is gossiping or speaking negatively about others. While it might seem like harmless venting, gossiping shows that you're untrustworthy and focused on tearing others down rather than building yourself up. Stoicism on negative speech. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Gossiping wastes your energy on things outside your control, other people's lives and choices. According to Stoicism, focusing on others' faults instead of your own improvement weakens your character and tarnishes your reputation. When people see you engaging in gossip, they question your integrity. They wonder if you'll gossip about them when they're not around, and this undermines trust. How to break the gossip habit. How to break the habit. To stop gossiping, focus on controlling your speech. In Stoic philosophy, speech is a powerful tool for building relationships and sharing wisdom. Use your words to uplift others rather than tear them down. When you feel tempted to gossip, pause and reflect on whether it serves any meaningful purpose. If not, redirect the conversation towards something more productive. By speaking with integrity, you'll not only earn the respect of others, but also strengthen your own sense of self-discipline. Habit 5. Lack of emotional control. The fifth habit that causes people to look down on you is lack of emotional control. Emotional outbursts, whether in the form of anger, frustration, or sadness, signal to others that you lack self-mastery. Stoicism teaches that mastering your emotions is essential for maintaining dignity and respect. Emotional mastery in Stoicism. Stoics believed that emotions should not dictate our actions. Seneca famously said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Craving emotional release through outbursts shows a lack of control over your desires and impulses. People respect those who remain calm under pressure. When you allow your emotions to get the best of you, you lose credibility because others see you as unpredictable and incapable of rational decision-making. Developing emotional control. To gain control over your emotions, practice mindfulness and emotional regulation. When faced with a triggering situation, pause and take a deep breath before reacting. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Focus on what you can control your response. The Stoic practice of premeditation of evils, thinking through potential challenges ahead of time, can also help you maintain emotional control. By preparing yourself mentally for difficult situations, you'll be less likely to react emotionally when they arise, and people will respect you for your calm demeanor. Habit 6. Being unreliable. Reliability is a cornerstone of respect. When you make promises or commitments and fail to follow through, people quickly lose trust in you. Being unreliable suggests a lack of discipline, and Stoicism emphasizes the importance of keeping your word and fulfilling your duties. Why reliability matters. Epictetus teaches that our duties are essential to our character. Fulfilling them isn't just about pleasing others. It's about living in accordance with our values. When you're unreliable, you signal that you don't take your responsibilities seriously, and others will view you as untrustworthy. In the long run, being unreliable damages relationships and opportunities because people won't feel confident in counting on you. How to build reliability. To become more reliable, start by making realistic commitments and setting boundaries. Don't overpromise in an effort to please others. Instead, focus on doing fewer things, but doing them well. By consistently following through on your commitments, people will see you as trustworthy and dependable. Habit 7. Lack of personal integrity. The final habit that makes people look down on you is lacking personal integrity. Integrity is about aligning your actions with your values. When you compromise your principles to fit in, gain approval, or avoid conflict, others see you as weak and unprincipled. Stoicism and integrity. In Stoicism, living with integrity is essential to a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius stressed the importance of doing what is right, not what is easy. When people see that you have strong principles and that you stick to them even in difficult situations, they respect you more. Lack of integrity, on the other hand, erodes trust. If you're willing to bend your values for convenience, others will doubt your character and reliability, strengthening your integrity. To strengthen your integrity, reflect regularly on your values and whether your actions align with them. When faced with a tough decision, choose the path that aligns with your principles, even if it's harder. By doing so, you'll earn the respect of others and, more importantly, yourself. Conclusion. In conclusion, these 7 frightful habits, complaining and blaming, being overly apologetic, seeking constant validation, gossiping, lacking emotional control, being unreliable, and lacking personal integrity, can quickly erode the respect others have for you. However, through the application of Stoic principles, you can transform these behaviors into opportunities for growth. By focusing on what you can control, taking responsibility for your actions, and living in alignment with your values, you'll build a reputation that commands respect and strengthens your sense of self-worth. Stoicism teaches that true power comes from within, and when you cultivate this inner strength, others will naturally see you as someone worthy of admiration.